everyone, I'm Omboa, and this is the crew. They're cool. They're also dope. They're the dope crew, in fact.
Yeah. And we all got creamed by a truck, and now we're walking around in this carnival.
Indeed, we are at the Witchlight Carnival. Is what this flyer that I'm holding says. I hear tell we're gonna carnivale. We're gonna do it. Do it up. Entry without a ticket is strictly prohibited, but didn't we have tickets?
Yeah, they were just waiting for us. It was great.
Right? Yeah.
Actually, I believe Storyteller, tell us a story. Can you bring us back up to speed? Some of us have flipped.
This is Watts doing his best.
Enabling.
Enabling is the right word. I was trying to mock you using a pop star, but then her name escaped my mind at the proper time to make me not say something silly. Tay-Tay. It's Watts doing his best Tay-Tay. Storyteller, doesn't he have a song called Storyteller?
I sounds appropriate.
I don't know.
It sounds like...
How would I know? Fucking brain. Treacherous brain.
You have kids and shit, so...
Oh, and kids listen to Tay-Tay?
Sure. I mean...
I could see it.
No, she doesn't. I don't even know why I thought she might. Somebody has an album called that. That's... Oh, look at me being ignorant live on the internet.
Yep. Couldn't tell you.
It's what I'm here for, friends. What I'm here for. Make you feel better. It's Carrie Underwood. What?
Wow.
As stated, Storyteller, can you bring us back up to speed? What happened last time on this episode?
Yeah, first of all, do you all want to open the Carnival Unlabeled map if you haven't?
I've got it open.
And you'll want to expand it to fill your desktop.
That's right.
This is where you'll be spending your time.
Paid for this.
Yeah.
Last episode, you had all decided that you were going to come to a carnival. So you came to the carnival, you waited in line. You spoke to the old goblin in the ticket booth. Discovered that tickets had been provided to you by some benefactor who wished to be anonymous.
Yeah, that's not sus at all.
I mean, it is what it is, right?
Have I ever mentioned that I don't actually like that saying?
We've been dealing with.
It is what it is like saying, well, I punched you in the face. Yes, in my face.
It's better than denial.
Yeah, it's not what it is.
We're not an HF, sir.
Wait, what?
It's motherfucker, you hit me. Well, it is what it is. No, I mean, you just said you hit me.
Yes, it is what it is. Right. I guess you're right. I guess it's the accent, and rather than it's not gaslighting.
Nah, PlanetSide 1.
It is what it isn't.
PlanetSide 1, the snarky voice, V1S hotkey. You remember what that saying was? Not good, but it happened.
Yeah, but it happened. Yep.
Odd.
Not good, but it happened. I loved using that voice.
I remember that one. Not good, but it happened.
They do, in fact, sell a fried onion of a sort. It's covered in batter and deep fried on a stick.
Hell yeah.
That it is.
Just a big sweet onion, you know.
There's a sound effect loop here called creaking trees, and I'm like, dude, I saw those guys live at the coach house.
Yeah, they were awesome.
The creaking trees.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they are now. Anyway,
right. That's the creaking knees. Actually.
Was this?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Okay, was this the second time they had to go through the detoxing, or is this third time?
Probably first, because it was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Oh, geez.
Okay. So, yeah, YOLO, if you'd like to buy yourself a fried onion, we'll call that 5 copper.
Oh, yeah. Just get into my inventory here.
Do you have one of your cool panels for like a buy thing and reduce copper by 5 sort of button?
Oh, I don't think I do. Let's find out.
Jesus balls! I have 3 panels of fucking music or sound effects for this.
Yeah,
It is a popular thing.
I do not know.
Oh, that's fine. All right, and I am at 55 copper remaining.
All right. Yeah, so there's calliope music playing. You can kind of see the pipe works poking out of a wagon in front of you down the road a little bit. The mood is festive. There is a sort of like almost like a deep drum, a sort of like marching cadence that you can't exactly hear so much as feel through the soles of your feet, coming from, you would guess, the northern end of the carnival, but if you stop and listen, it seems to be drawing closer.
Ah, sounds like a parade's coming through.
And let me pull up the cheat sheet here. Okay. Yeah, as you guys are buying your onions, a 12-foot tall walking tree, garlanded in golden ribbons, marches down the thoroughfare. Emerald clouds swirl above the tree and rain down golden, spinning sycamore seeds. Other fairgoers try to catch the seeds before they hit the ground. As the seeds gently fall, a chatty squirrel scampers along the boughs of the tree, handing dandelions to select passers-by.
I would have to like full sprint to get in the area of that, wouldn't I?
They're coming right around the big top right now, so no, you wouldn't have to full sprint, but
okay.
you would definitely need to move now if you were interested.
Probably move towards that for sure.
All right. You will probably intercept them right around, the calliope, exactly, Yolo.
This is a hex. I just realized that.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know why it's not a tile.
Just a scale factor sort of thing, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
It's still weird to me that it's hexes on the 6 mile and squares on the 5 foot.
Yeah. It's still basically, 5 feet every inch or whatever. Play it Warhammer style with no grid if you wanted
to. Actually, this place wouldn't be bad for it. It's not like things need to grid snap here.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I wonder if Fantasy Grounds has a Warhammer, style set where you just get a ruler. I guess you kind of do in the approved movement because it gives you the distance.
Yeah. It'd just be like turning off grid snap mode. Unfortunately, I would imagine you'd have to do that as like a settings thing, not just a per map.
Right, yeah. All right. So do you want to try to catch some sycamore seeds or try to get some attention and get a dandelion? What do you guys want to do?
Busting what I was perceiving.
Actually, 1 second. Let me throw a token on for maintain.
Trying to get a feel for the crowd. Uh-oh.
Did we lose Verde?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you now.
I was talking for a little bit, and I only just got the gist that you were not hearing me a second ago.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, I thought you were just being quiet.
No. I was going to ask if it's a relatively simple task to catch a sycamore seed. I am interested too in the calliope itself.
Okay. Yeah, one thing at a time.
Of course.
Is that marching band music still like incoming?
Well, yeah, the music you're hearing is actually coming out of the calliope right next to you. What you thought was marching band music is in fact the stride of the treant passing out gifts right now.
Excellent. Otherwise, it's just the calliope itself.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a dexterity check, Yolo? Okay. Yeah, you easily managed to catch a sycamore seed.
Eat sycamore seeds?
You can eat sycamore seeds. However, Yolo, as you grab the sycamore seed, you see it sort of like explode into I mean, from your eye it looks kind of like a sparkle glitter like particle system of glowing motes that land on your hand and then seem to like sink into your skin. For a moment your skin glows like it has a constellation of fireflies just beneath the skin before they fade out.
Isn't that cute?
Want to...
Hold up.
Okay. I'll wait for you.
You gain a die, a 1d8.
Is
you
that
can add
so?
to any one ability check before that you can use before the next dawn.
Neat.
Very cool.
So, can I see where the seeds are specifically coming from?
Yeah, they're actually being thrown down on the crowd, Mardi Gras bead style, by a squirrel that scampers along the bows of this treant's branches.
I want to spot one while it's still in its hands and hit it with a druid craft and make it sprout in its hands, like maybe right as it's releasing it.
Okay. Is Druidcraft an ability?
It's a cantrip.
Perfect.
Wait. I think
Yeah, for some reason that spell didn't link
there.
right. So
There we go.
Cool.
By the way,
30 feet.
your screen's kind of blurred.
I just now actually switched to a different capture because, Scrapbag says that my resolution I was capturing is 120p, which is like nuts. I don't know how I would have done that. Though I did.
That happened to you before, though.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder if it was like when I ran an update on OBS, if it just reset something that I didn't notice it was doing. Just fucking madness, but possible.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know how to fix it. I don't know if I can fix it without stopping like the stream and restarting it.
Yeah, you would have to.
For the capture, right?
You would have to make sure your capture was set right before you restarted it too. Otherwise, you just disconnect your stream.
That's what I was just thinking.
Written for next time if you want.
Well, but I mean, if it's illegible, it's illegible. You know.
Yeah, 120p is unwatchable. I mean,
Right.
even television from the 80s was more than that.
Right.
Why do they even have 120p as
Right?
an option?
In
I
case you
guess to be
wanted
fair-
to stream to somebody's keycap display.
Yeah. This says output.
Right.
This says my output is at 1280 by 720, which is just standard high def, right?
No, that's actually even shitty high def.
Here, I can scale it here. It looks like 1920 by 1080. Go.
Yeah, 1920 by 1080 is standard. It's probably your bit rate that's causing it to go down to 120.
No, that says it should be okay, actually.
Your bit rate's a setting, you know that, right?
Oh, wait. Unless that, well, I mean, that could have also reset. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you, Watts.
Streak going. I don't plan on breaking it anytime soon.
2,500 right now. Is that bad?
I mean, that sounds okay to me, but I don't actually
2,500 should be
know.
fine.
Yeah, looks like fine. It's 2,500.
Like, don't worry too much about it. I'm capturing in mine's.
I did actually just switch my output to 1920 by 1080 just a second ago. It let me do that live. I could even switch that up to 3840 by 2160, I suppose.
Yeah, but
maybe
you don't
not
want
for
to
that
screen
bit
4K.
rate. Then you're gonna need to bump that to like 6 or.
I don't know.
8
There's not a lot. There's not a lot changing on the screen here.
True.
Yeah, I don't know
but
that
when
any
it
of those
does, it's
changes
still gonna
actually
get
take
crappy.
effect in real time. Sorry, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Sure, fair enough. Anyway, how's that look, Squarepeg? Does that look better? How's that look, Watts? Does it look better? What's up, everybody? It's me.
You probably need to stop and restart
no.
your stream.
No.
Yeah.
All right. See you in a minute. Love you. Ain't it?
Because, like, there's no way those work in real time.
It acted like they did.
No, I mean, I'm sure OBS
You're
lets
in,
you
but on my
change
end,
them in
you
real time.
look like.
Don't tell me I look like crap.
But
Okay.
I'm sure the stream
I stopped.
handshakes
I
at the start. Yeah.
stopped.
You look like 10 pounds of monkey shit shoved in a 2-pound bag.
Should have saved those jokes for when I was live.
I mean,
Yeah, that's-
Guro's live.
Oh, I guess you're right. I
Yeah.
guess you're right. Continuity, my friends. Continuity. So yeah, my bit rate is 2,500.
Not 45.
Yeah, I mean, they even hear the cheers and everything on this channel. It's totally out of context. But it's fine.
Not really out of context. It's just whatever the game is, right?
Well, no, it's
No,
it's
no.
that it's the whole thing about the DOP channel, and it's like, no, but I'm not on. Yeah,
But you're not there. Oh, well, you should though. You should all come by and check us out.
I mean, you should, but like people who are streaming this from Legendary Neurotoxin are like, huh? But then also I say, huh? Because nobody's really watching. It's not like I'm advertising. It's recording this stuff.
Right.
Well-
Just stuff that happened.
Yeah. It's always good to have a place that I can go back and watch if I want to see what happened in previous episodes. Or if someone
Yeah,
else
exactly.
wants to and catches up.
Yeah,
That's how
totally.
I've used it.
Okay. So you cast Druid Cast.
Druid
Cast?
Craft,
You
yeah.
cast Druid Craft. Thank you. Just as the squirrel reaches into a tiny bag on its hip and produces one of these seeds and goes to throw it. As you cast the spell, the seed sort of does like a corkscrew 180 in the air before bursting into a shower of sparks. The squirrel looks around the crowd as if trying to see who did that, but doesn't seem to make any eye contact with you directly.
Oh no, I would well, I'm not gonna reveal that it was me, but I'm gonna kind of keep my eye and try to catch the next ones it's throwing. Now that it's like, wait, what the heck? And then who was handing out the dandelions? Was that the
that was the squirrel.
Same squirrel?
Yep.
Maybe I will actually kind of give it a little wave.
Okay. You want to make a charisma check for me?
Could I substitute that perhaps with let's see. Like an animal handling?
No.
Okay. Figured I'd give it a shot.
Totally.
Nice roll.
Oh, that was a
Yeah,
save.
nice roll. Okay. Yeah, you do grab the squirrel's attention. It scampers down along the trunk of this massive good-natured treant, and reaches out a dandelion towards you.
And when it does, I'm gonna reach out not only with one hand to grab it, with another hand with like one of my little snacky treats that I would have had prepared, like a little dry snack for, a squirrel or a small critter.
Gotcha, like a nut or a like dried berry or something.
Yeah, something that's been like, seasoned, prepared in the ways that I know that they would appreciate the taste of.
Gotcha. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so it passes you the dandelion, it takes your treat, it chitters merrily, and scampers back up the treant to pass out and throw more seeds.
Fantastic.
You were holding a dandelion. From behind you, just over your shoulder, you hear somebody say, they're good for making wishes.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh,
Wishes
I'd like to get one of those. Who doesn't have a wish or two they'd like to get fulfilled?
Yeah, like that always turns out like well for the wisher.
Yeah. So I will need a charisma check from each of you that wants to try to attract attention for a dandelion, or a dexterity check if you want to try to catch a seed. YOLO.
Can I still proceed to try to get a seed, or
Here comes a seed.
They're being thrown at random. They're not being thrown to any one person. Yep.
Nope, that's not a very good roll.
That's actually just enough though.
Nice. I got a seed.
I definitely am more focused on the dandelion than the seeds, apparently.
That's funny.
Wow. Okay.
Yep. All right, Jory, I'll catch up with you in a second. You were the only person who actually kind of like took interest in your surroundings, so I wanted to take a moment to describe them to you. You're basically standing next to, like a massive grinder organ. A merry tune spills forth from an instrument on the back of a brightly painted wagon. A monkey wearing a cloak covered with buttons turns a handle at the wagon's rear, sending music into the air from rows of golden whistles. As you watch, a goblin dressed as a ladybug toddles up to you, rattling a tin cup.
Oh, I'll even off to a nice 60 copper pieces right there. I'll drop a copper in there.
Okay, well, as you produce the copper, the monkey turning the gear says, "Spare a button, if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place besides a smile upon my face." And as you realize, looking in the tin cup, there are no coins, but there are, in fact, buttons, as you might see on your cloak or shirt.
Huh.
Oh, well, my gear is already raggedy, so here, a button for thee. And I rip one off of the old smoking jacket that I wear as mostly a cloak.
Even a poem. Did you hear that? You made a poem. You said, "Though my cloak be raggedy, I may still have a button for thee," or whatevs. Like, you made a little poem.
Nice. Ernest, the monkey, grins wide as you deposit your button. Marigold looks down at the tin cup as she shakes it, and she says, "Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one." And she sort of nods to you as she totters on to the rest of the crowd.
A nod, and then I look up back at the instrument. I look at Jory, and I'm like, remember Santa Cruz? Don't they have like the biggest collection or something like that there, or like a huge work in one of these guys?
You mean the Carillion?
Yes, I do.
There's a fairly large Carillion there. There's also a pretty big Carillion in Balboa Park.
Oh yeah, totally.
I've seen that one. Yeah, I absolutely have. No, I admire the instrument for a bit because I've seen these.
Oh, also the Castle Rock Ren Fair has a kick-ass Carillion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the.
Oh yeah.
Right, the dude with the big set of black bells, right?
Absolutely. I almost forgot about that. Slightly different instrument, but I've seen one of these guys in real life too.
Uh-oh. I heard the cry of the citizen.
It's all good.
Is that what that was?
Yep, that means someone got stabbed.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, not necessarily.
I know it doesn't always mean that. Oh no, this time it means there's a SWAT situation in Spring Valley.
Oh, that's better. Looks like Caspian's still having trouble connecting to your stream.
Yeah.
I do
59.94 FPS.
I do wish to find myself at Lost and Found, if but for a moment. For
Yeah, I can't connect either, and neither can SquarePeg.
What the heck?
Hey, Neuro.
Yeah.
Do you want to maybe post a link to your stream in the Game Night channel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I totally thought I was live. I just stopped again. I'll try one more time.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm getting the same thing. Error 2000.
Oh well, I'm not live now.
Yeah, now I don't get the error. In fact, I can tell.
Oh, that's fucking weird. Error 2000. Why would that only happen when I was live?
the internet is working fine.
Oh yeah, clearly. All right. Bon Kitty is Bon Kittying. I don't have two machines sitting here, so I can't do the fun dual boxing crap I used to do.
Your menus are a little fucked up. Bon Kitty was not, in fact, Bon Kitty. It was the other way around. Bon Kitty was behind the screen, the map, and the game.
Oh, Bon Kitty is Bon Kittying right now.
Yeah, I see Bon Kitty right now.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Telling you we're live.
For a moment. I'm looking at an ad right now, so I can't tell you shit.
Let's play some games. Promise you.
Advertisements. Yeah. If only for the joke of it, Jory. I wish to find ourselves at Lost and Found to ask the big questions.
You're silly.
Maybe we'll look and see an interesting item. But I mean, we don't have to do that now. It should be a thing that we should do before we leave the park. Every time we visit the park as a meditative reflection. Do you think we can do that?
What were the
Thanks,
what's the ground look like after the Treant passed? Was it does it look like it was tamped down and trampled on? Does it look completely pristine?
Yeah, it looks exactly as it did before.
Huh.
Neat.
Nice.
Hey, Omwa.
What are they?
Jory gains the trait. He is easily amused. We'll have that trait until dawn.
Okay.
You realize this as you watch the seed that you went through all the trouble to try to grab turn into a particle system of sparks and absorb into your skin.
Okay. Yeah, like, if I didn't already have that trait, I'm curious where my DM was when I was making my character.
No, what? Your traits are up to you. So.
Yes, there I am, easily amused. I added it to my character sheet. I don't know what it means, but there I am.
It literally is just a role-playing prompt.
So, less of a joke and more of a serious question about the fair. I see a bee over there.
Yeah,
Don't hurt our pollinators.
I like bees. Let's maybe get some honey.
Really? We're going to go chase some bees for honey right now at this carnival?
Well, I mean, I figure the big top is like the main attraction and it might make some noise, so we have some time before we can do the big top thing.
You're a big top.
And this is shaped like an infinity. And learning from the great Jory Diddlington from another lifetime, one should follow the path as invented or intended by the park maker. And I believe the infinity path should start down this way. But it is an infinity path, so we could go forward in that direction. And I point opposite to a circle of stones. Snipe Hunter?
That is kind of what it looks like from there.
Yeah. I'm also interested in that circle of stones, which we will eventually get to as well.
That little cart ride thing does look kind of fun. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, we could do that.
Exactly.
Cart ride sounds all right.
That is on the path of the bees.
Yeah.
But we will
Path
go.
of the bee.
Yep, I heard it.
Well, the thing is the path of the bees, is that on the outside or the inside? Because it looks like it's more oriented on the inside of that circular area.
I think the circular area, I might be wrong. I think the circular area has little cul-de-sacs inside of it, which are attractions, and that the outer area is maybe more shops.
Because to me, it looks like it's like a ramp up, and then the darker green is like a raised sort of area, but maybe I'm mistaken. Well,
Yeah, so like if you were to look, it looks like kind of around the outer ring, with some exceptions that are obviously big attractions. There are things like, you know, your typical fair games of chance, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the dark green stuff is backcast stuff. I think those are back rooms. So I think
Nah. Actually, from where you're at, Jory, you can kind of see into that area, and it looks like there's like a massive teapot, and you know there are people around there. It's very obvious that you can go and investigate for yourself if you would like.
Oh, I see that big teapot there. There's a bubble coming out of it or something.
Yep.
Oh, but it's clearly indicated there by a lighter green part. See? This is part of the attraction. The darker green part is, I think that's staffing stuff.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, like you could tell the area that is intended to be trod upon.
I'm only saying that because it's behind the what is the fence, the partition, and what I see over here on the southernmost side is a ramp to stalls that I figure the bee stall is also a part of.
Yeah, they're kind of like I mean, they're not actually raised very far, but they're kind of like a promenade, like around the perimeter of this sort of like island in the.
Yeah, kind of like what you would see at Knott's Berry.
Yeah, exactly.
Let us investigate the teapot before the bees.
sure.
Certainly.
While we're sitting here talking about all of this,
Yeah.
I look at the ticket. Is there like a particular order that the things are listed in on the ticket?
Oh no. Okay. Because you know what? It occurs to me that I probably didn't go over this at the very end of the last session, like I thought I did. Every ticket entitles you to 8 uses of the attractions. So how you use those 8 are up to you. You could go to, you know, every attraction that you can find and do them once, or You can, revisit your favorite ones a couple of times if you wanted to. If you want to use the attractions after you've used all 8 notches of your ticket, you're gonna
You have to buy another one.
Buy another ticket, exactly.
Righteous.
It's like Diddlington
So-
Land.
If we're trying to actually become the lord and lady of this fair, we will want to. Well, what I thought we had to get particular marks on this ticket, showing that we had won the rights to be the ruler.
Right. Well, yeah. In order to qualify for the drawing, you have to have visited every attraction.
Yeah, so it would be worthwhile to visit every attraction.
Would we have to visit all the attractions and properly beat them?
Who knows?
Yeah, was that?
Yeah, you're not
Was that
entirely
stipulated? Right? That wasn't exactly stipulated.
Yeah, it isn't really clear if there's a pass-fail component right now. That doesn't mean that there isn't a pass-fail component. Let's try one and we'll find out. Is the teapot one of these attractions?
You're a teapot.
Yeah, well, let me describe it, right? A 20-foot tall teapot rests on a wooden platform here in the grass. Its painted surface is whirling with moving imagery of flying dragons breathing streams of bubbles. There's a door at the base of the teapot that allows entry to its interior. Those who enter emerge from the spout enclosed in a bubble that detaches to float off across the carnival.
What?
A bunch of goblins sit around the platform sipping tea from mismatched porcelain cups. So it's clearly not a tea house. It is absolutely.
It's a ride. Yeah, it's a ride.
That sounds like
That sounds like a fun ride, but I don't trust it one little bit. But I mean, I'm going to look at these bubbles, and people are just floating away and enjoying themselves. Where do they tend to go? And like, they don't pop or anything, right?
I mean, they do. Like, they seem to pop at random locations, though. Like, to your modern eye, you realize this is probably the equivalent of the gondola ride, because most of the bubbles seem to make it all the way northeast of you to the other end of the park.
Yeah, it's the dye buckets.
Right.
Bro. Likewise, if the bubble were to pop, just use your wings.
Well,
And I
for
point
what
over
it's
to the
worth,
head.
the bubbles that do pop short, everybody just seems to feather fall to the ground.
Nice.
Well-
I'm like, I don't have wings, homie.
Yeah, you do.
What?
You were given a pair of wings when you.
Yeah, in fact, you have to either wear them or carry them, because they're proof that you paid for your ticket.
Shit, well, I'm wearing my little wings. I'm a rabbit with wings. Holy fuck. I'm a walking, talking fucking marginalia.
I put the wings behind the boar ears that I put on top of the helmet.
Record, sir, you'd be a chimera.
No, yeah.
No, marginalia are little characters that are drawn on the sides of scrolls.
Yeah, I should get myself a snail to ride.
Or
Well,
what?
and
Sorry.
I could ride a snail and then I could joust dogs.
Yeah. It's a medieval thing. I mean, chimera would absolutely be a thing that you would see.
I was going to
in
say,
marginalia,
you do in fact see lots of chimera in marginalia.
but rabbits with rings riding dogs and other such armaments is totally a thing you would also see. Also riding snails.
Snails, that's what I said. I just need to get myself a snail to ride and then I can go joust myself a dog. All right, let's go on the bubble ride. You guys, let's go on the bubble ride.
I think perhaps the bubble ride should be saved for last so that we can make it to the other side
Safely.
To use it for transport. Sure.
Oh,
exactly.
I just closed my goddamn map.
All right. So let's hold off on that. So looks like there's honey. There's
What
No
the
comment, honey.
stars and moons?
couple giant plants over there. There's a little circle of wagon. Yeah, the place with the moon and the little pokey houses. Obviously there's the ring toss and the It's that other thing down
Oh
there.
well, can I win a goldfish? Like maybe throw a ping pong ball? Watson,
Yeah,
not very wise, my friend.
You don't see anywhere where you can win a goldfish, but there are absolutely, a ring toss and a couple of other
Outstare
games.
the Cyclops. Is that what that other game is?
Outstare the beholder.
Because that's what it looks like. It's kind of blurry, but I think it is.
Yeah, outstare the Cyclops. That's exactly what it says.
Wait.
Oh, he does. He does it right there. Outstare the Cyclops next to ring toss.
I can outstare the Cyclops.
I bet you can.
Yeah, because you're dead.
Because I don't have to moisten my eyes. All right, but honey, and then moons, because I'm assuming the ferry thing is the ticket booth.
No, the ticket booth was at the doorway.
Keep calling me
It's
honey.
that sort of cupcake looking building.
With the ferry.
Now you
on
calling
top.
me cupcake?
Oh yeah, with the statue of the fairy on top. Yeah, yes. To answer your original question, sir.
I'm a rabbit.
Bees? What's going on with the bees?
Okay. So the bees are on top of a confectionery. They sell a kind of bread, like a dark brown bread, just positively oozing honey out of each of its pores.
You have my undivided attention about this confectionery, sisters? What? Food?
How does it work? I will pay for how doth work.
Are you asking how they make the bread, or are you asking for?
Are they making it in front of us, or are they just selling it at point?
They are, in fact. Well, okay, so there are a stack. Like if you were to look behind the counter, there are a stack of basically these breads, like discs almost. They are being lightly fried in oil and then dipped in honey.
Oh my god.
And then handed to you, just dripping with honey.
Now, when you say dipped in honey, are we talking like boiling honey or just cool?
It would have to be warm honey. It would have to, otherwise you couldn't dip it in honey.
It doesn't look like it's boiling, but it is absolutely of thin consistency.
Okay, because that's I think of like the monkey bread where you're literally like throwing that shit in boiling honey.
Right.
Not quite that, but yeah. I guess I would ask if I can't like kind of get a whiff of it already. What are the flowers that the honey is from?
Seems like mostly clover and apple.
Okay.
Do you guys have any flower honey?
The goblin behind the counter says, "Well, all of our honey is special, but none of our honey is made from the flowers you'd find here."
Is it mad honey?
It's jailer's honey.
Oh, nice. That is so much better. How much?
It's not.
I know.
Oh, really? It's not? Oh.
What would you consider your most special honey?
Jailer's honey.
It's you, baby. You're my special honey.
The goblin looks around and he says, "Well, we're only selling the one, but if you come back on another day, you may have better luck."
Are you selling jars of the honey too by any chance?
Just what's in my pants.
No? Okay.
Okay. Would acquiring a piece every day help?
A piece? What?
The goblin smiles and says, "Well, it would certainly help me."
Hey!
Yeah, I see.
This episode was not sponsored by Mike Myers.
Classic business. You know what I mean?
I'd like one. I care not of the consequences.
6 copper.
You got it.
You know what? I'm hungry today. Give me 2 of them.
That'll be 12 copper.
There you go.
Buying me one? Oh, thank you.
Okay, give me a third one, please.
Holy shit!
I was gonna say,
I'm-
Jory, did you
I'm
want to
a
split
fat
one?
kid over
'Cause
here.
I'm already kind of full of fried onion a little bit. Being kind of short.
Oh, I skipped the fried onion. I have a sweet tooth the size of Nebraska. No, sorry, upgrading that to Alaska. I'm going to need all of the sugars, and this is a great place to start.
Yeah, one thing I will warn you: no napkins or rags or other keep the honey off of me accoutrement accompany your honey oozing dark bread.
You know what? I got mage hand. I don't gotta worry about that.
That's
I have a
amazing.
mess kit. A mess kit has a rag in it.
You're
That's
not
true.
wrong. But I got a mage hand. It's just gonna float there and just go nom 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 nom. It's gonna be magical. I am a magical chef. It's gonna be fantastic. And as I eat it, I'm gonna analyze and break down the honey.
Let us
I'm
see
sorry.
what this weird star trio and moon duo is about.
First of all,
First of all,
as you consider the complex flavor of the honey, you realize it's not apple and clover at all. You can't quite place it. That's just
It's poison.
the closest taste that you're used to. It's not poison.
I was kidding. God. Yes.
It does though, like leave a certain tingle on the tongue, almost as if like it's slightly numbing. Yeah, you don't have a reasonable explanation. There's no recognizable flavor component that would lead to that. Like, there's no like peppers or capsaicin. Like, there's nothing like that in it. You know.
I think I am gonna buy one and just have them put it straight in this fancy box of mine.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
6 copper.
Yeah, for sure.
The little goblin behind the counter is practically capering at this point because, like, you guys have just come in and bought an ass load of bread. You know.
right.
Oh, this is delicious.
Yeah, this sounds like the sort of thing we're gonna maybe want to snack on a little some other point. So, in my item bag of holding, is this like a 1 pound, a half pound? That's a lot if that's a 1 pound chunk of honey
Yeah,
bread.
on the fucking bread.
That'll
It's-
fuck someone up.
No, each one's like about the size of like a like if you've ever been to like a Sizzler and gotten, you know, a Texas toast, right? Like about that size.
Nice.
You know, Sizzlers don't exist.
Yeah, I know.
Heard. I've heard.
We're so dating ourselves right now.
But
Hey,
on the,
where do you
on
guys
the
want to
other
go for
side of
lunch?
things, I live in a city that has a new Denny's.
I don't like fast food.
I have a lot of time.
We used to have Denny's. Now we got a Denny's again.
You know, it's funny. Right by where I work, there's an empty shell of a building with a Sioux Plantation logo. That, according to the local myth, was going to be a Sioux Plantation right up until like 2 months ago when the person backed out.
Crazy.
Yeah, like it's this whole weird like local scandal. It's super fucking weird about Sioux Plantation,
Yeah, right.
right?
That's very funny, Yola.
And then the other reason why I'm putting it in the item box of holding is because I don't want to carry that sticky ass thing around in my hands. And I know I can just pull it out clean and fresh whenever.
To answer your question about the building with the stars and moons, there doesn't seem to be an entrance, and you realize as you look through the windows that it's kind of like almost like an animatronic diorama. There are like wooden puppets, each of them sort of like dancing. You would assume it's supposed to be a waltz, but they're basically just wooden dolls spinning around each other. You know, like if this were done in like a modern theme park, the floor would have a spinny bit in it that they were mounted on. But
Right.
here, they're not actually touching the floor at all. They're all suspended like a centimeter above the floor. through some sort of magic, and they seem to dance to the calliope music.
Magnetics. Fantastic. No,
Wow.
that's pretty cool. That's a very neat sort of. And so, what are sort of the themes of the characters that we're seeing in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's like a mix. There are basically every single thing is themed with like sprite or fairy themed, but there's sort of like a mix between like insect sort of themed outfits and costumes and flower themed costumes.
Ah,
Oh, so
But
it's
they're
kind of like
all they're all sprites and pixies, you know?
yeah.
it's kind of like Circus Soleil Ovo meets Pixies. And
Right. That's funny. But yeah, kinda. To answer your question about the crowd, the crowd around you is shopping from stall to stall, chattering happily. You know, there's the occasional like kid who traipses around with their fairy wings. You know, like it's everybody's pretty happy right now. It's not like super joyous or anything, but you know, it's very pleasant. It's nice.
are there any what's the best word for that? Because it's always in a context. They always have contextual titles. Are there any ARG people around, like people interacting with the crowds, like how during Not Scary Farm you have scarers, during other such events you might have like
Right. So
holiday
to
stuff.
use to use a modern equivalent, it's very much Disneyland. Like there aren't a bunch of like crowd characters where you're at right now, but everybody who's in a stall or who's operating a ride is themed to that stall or that ride. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's pretty integrated. Likewise, while there aren't people like working the crowd, you know, like there's no mascot characters, there are literal pixies and fairies that will fly overhead and, you know, sprinkle a shower of glowing dust on people as they giggle and fly by, which, you know, kids eat that shit up.
Balaam, you were pointing out these giant plants here a second ago.
Yeah. Before that, though, I wanted to ask about these buildings on the side here and here. Is there anything in particular about them, or are they just kind of like info windows? Like, are they?
No,
are they
I mean,
shops
they're-
and vendors of any sort.
They're little stalls. The ones that you guys are standing against right now look like they sell souvenir pins. The other one, like the one with the big, like, you know, orangish top there, they sell souvenir pins, it looks like. Lots of like how did I say that? Cloisonné style pins.
Cloisonné, yeah.
Style pins, yeah. Mostly butterflies and fairies. The Flat Red Roof stall is actually a game. It looks like you can maybe win a garland of flowers if you can throw a ball through a hoop.
What kind of flowers?
Hoop.
They look like marigolds, maybe.
Okay. Huh, interesting.
The blue stall looks like it sells maps, like maps of the carnival.
Oh.
So,
Souvenir books, that kind of thing.
and then
Yeah.
what about the two that were across the street that I was at a second ago? The ones, the orange tops
yeah.
with the yellow windows and the blue spiral inside.
Yeah, one of them sells sugared milk drinks. The other one sells cookies.
Okie dokie. Cool.
Cookies and sugar milk.
Good
Gonna give
to
some
know.
fantasy diabetes.
The pins.
Fake cursed blood.
Can rabbits even eat cookies, you guys?
Why not?
Well, I don't know
I
if
don't know,
rabbits
I
can,
just,
but your standing rabbit folk can eat what normal people can eat.
The park is encirculated. But what's the word?
Encirculated is probably the word we're hoping for.
Yeah, encircled.
But if I were like, if I became a dog person and I ate chocolate, would I die? Could we poison dog people with chocolate?
No, you can't. You can't kill gnolls with chocolate. That does not.
Huh.
Too bad.
Yeah, this is all good. I'd never thought about deadly allergies before.
Well, all the things with like poisons and stuff are so weird because a bite from something that would legit flatten any IRL human or mammal smaller than a horse, other than maybe a honey badger or something. In D&D, it's like a D6 or like maybe 3D6, and it'll render you unconscious. Like the poison game in this game is really weak, and that's if they're not already immune, which half the fucking things are.
I smile all big and I go, "Do these look like rodent teeth to you? Do you think I could just I could probably take a finger off. Do you think I take you ever been bitten by like a guinea pig? Those motherfuckers are fierce."
I'd rather not. Sozo was saying that gerbils are absolute little hell demons, so I would imagine something like that if you're looking to get bit. I want to. Among the pins, is there anything there that kind of stands out to me that would be? Because you said there were mostly like insects and stuff.
Fairies and sprites, but yeah, done up in various. Let's call them skins that are insect and flower themed.
I'm gonna ask, do you have one? This is gonna be an odd request of maybe a fairy fishing or having just caught a taverfish.
Unfortunately, no.
You won with like a fairy doing another fairy.
No.
All right. I was. I hop away. You don't actually hop, dude. You just walk. I know. I'm just doing it first. It's just for the
lull.
It's just for the scene. Ba-doop.
Oh, I might come back and consider some other pins. Looking to get some souvenirs for some friends who may or may not be able to come out.
Yeah, the goblin behind the counter, she smiles and she says, "Oh, well, these are pretty," and she points, you literally realize at random,
Oh, they are. I just got here. There's a whole lot to see, but these definitely are of interest. I'll remember this place. Thank you.
Well, do come back, she says.
Hey, YOLO, what do you make of the giant ass poppy? Poppies.
Yeah, so this little garden area doesn't seem to have anyone attending it. However, like if you look at the archway, you can see the flowers kind of go from like small to super big at the top. And you realize that like it's a sort of like self-guided attraction of seeing the world from a sprite's point of view. So everything is like comically oversized.
Nice.
Cute.
Yep. The exceptions are the trees that apparently were either already there or are there for some other aesthetic reason, but they seem to be swaying and dancing to the calliope music.
That makes tons of sense, actually.
Well, I want to do the ball toss game. How much is it for how many tries?
I think that's
1 silver, 5 balls.
1 silver, 5 balls.
That's the name of my first album when I release my urban music.
All right, you're on. Is that 5 dex rolls?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I will contemplate myself in the atrium of mushrooms and poppies.
Yeah, I was following you in here. I just wanted to see the giant mushrooms.
All right, your first throw goes wild. Your second throw seems to like clang against the hoop, which sort of spins for a second. Your third throw, you let the spin sort of settle down. You throw, and it's obviously perfect, and it hits the ring and bounces right back out. Your fourth throw, totally wild. Your fifth throw, you throw for the ring, you know you're perfect. You like try to measure your force of your throw so that it doesn't have too much spring back. You throw it, it enters the ring. You're like, I got this. It gets about a third of the way through, bounces off the ring and falls out. The goblin there says, "Oh, well, you want to try again?"
I'd like to see.
Tough breaks, kid.
Would you care to demonstrate a few successful throws here? I just want to see what the technique is before I maybe consider giving it another shot.
Yeah, sure. He says, as he grabs a couple balls and does a sort
Are
of
they
like
the same balls that I was using?
as far as you can tell, yeah. But he does this like Starsky and Hutch sort of slide over the countertop to get onto your side.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, well, the real trick here is you got to aim just a little bit higher than you probably think that you're going to, right? And he throws the ball, kind of almost exactly the way you did as far as you can tell, and it sails right through. He says, yeah, just like that, see? Just a little bit higher than you think you might need. And he does it 2 more times right in front of you. He says, of course, I've been doing this for years. And he hops back over the counter.
I see.
How much is it again? What, 5 silver?
5 silver. No, it's 1 silver for 5 balls.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't hand over 5 silver.
Then you get 25 balls.
And it's
Then you'll have more balls than that goblin.
Or the apostles.
All
Oh, yeah,
combined.
Yeah, indeed.
so it's just what, 5 rolls of dex?
Wait. Let's see. I gotta get it here. No. How do I make spell appear in chat? It's not doing it.
Oh, I just dragged the dragon head?
Perception or insight would be the one you want to use for this, right? To perceive the throw.
Well, no, the throw is straight dex. Like, if you're trying to, like, scope out the sitch, though, yeah, absolutely.
I would put a hand on his back and say, "You got this," and with a little guidance.
Right.
But guidance
just wanna
isn't
just-
gonna
Look at
help.
you. Look at you cheating with magic. Cheating with magic.
You honestly don't think they're doing the same?
It's a carnival game. You expect it.
You're not wrong.
Carnival game.
Carnival. They're carnies.
You're all the way over here, Jory.
No, I know. You're right. I'm with you. Looking up at these things, going like, man, so do you think these mushrooms are,
They do seem to bruise purple.
man, like, I'm a little afraid to find out, but like,
This is self-guided.
yeah, we're alone.
I mean, pixies would eat it, wouldn't they?
Well, I mean, maybe we could take a piece with us just in case, but
Yep. No,
Oh, looks like that was one too many. Yep.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
know what? I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna,
Oh, the other one was a perception check.
I don't know what
So-
it might not work on you, YOLO. If you're
I'm gonna
dead,
do it. I'm gonna do it.
it might not work.
Only
Hey.
one of your throws goes entirely wide. The rest seem to strike the edges of the ring.
The rings seem to go in rhythm with this music.
No. It's suspended by a string. One tied to the bottom of the ring, one tied to the top.
Yeah.
But there doesn't feel like there's any rhyme or rhythm to it.
Nah, the when it gets struck, it just seems to spin. Like you would expect. Like it's as far as you can tell, it behaves perfectly normally.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah,
I give
it looks
my hand
like,
to try it at another time, but not quite feeling it just this moment.
I was gonna say, it looks like you guys might need a little practice.
Yeah, but that's expensive.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not that dexterous. I want to give it a shot because, well, the crown looks kind of cool.
Well, enjoy the carnival, he says as he doffs a cap he doesn't have.
Thank you, kindly.
So then,
No, I unplugged my headset.
what were these other ones kind of down here along the way?
Actually, these over here are decorative, it turns out.
Okay. So then, and the little stagecoach back there is probably just like
You have to be a goblin to fit into one of those.
The little wagon behind the promenade here, these are actual like active stalls. The two on the hill here are not though.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right. The
So
the wagon there.
I
looks
thought
like
they were outhouses. This one's
wagon.
blue and this one's red.
Well, then that's
funny.
I would kind of be looking at a little bit of these along the way before kind of joining them in the garden. But I do have some thoughts of what I want to do in there.
Flip into one, drop a giant ass fucking
right.
juice right on the ground.
Yep.
Fail.
A few of these are currently closed. You don't know if they sell specialized stuff later or if they're just not set up yet. But they all seem to be selling various items of food or meant to be selling various items of food.
All right.
The one that is open closest to you is the sort of like crookedy blue capped one.
Mhm.
And they sell what looks like roasted nuts.
Are they
They've got a blue cap and they sell roasted nuts.
recognizable sort of nuts?
Yeah, like if you had to guess, it looks like they're it's walnut meat, you know?
So what's with the tell me about your nuts?
Oh, the goblin behind the counter, she smiles and she says, "Oh, they're hot buttered nuts." And she demonstrates that they are in fact being as they're roasted, being slathered in butter.
Interesting. Hot buttered nuts.
Hot buttered nuts.
Well, when I've got the appetite to eat them nice and hot, I will definitely have to come back.
Slip by here and pop them in my mouth.
Yep. She smiles and she says, "Of course, you'll love these nuts."
Are you D by any chance?
Yeah, Delilah probably, right?
She says, smiling.
Dinah, Delilah, Dee Dee,
Lovely. Well, you have
Diana, I don't know, D's nuts.
lovely nuts, and I will.
I can smell them from here.
Check them out when I'll be here all week.
They do smell really good.
Ooh, just wafting across the courtyard, right?
So the tree's coming back by.
Yep.
I think just for fun, this time not trying to get their attention, I'm gonna pop a few of the seeds midway down.
Okay.
Here, seed popper.
Yeah, they kind of like little tiny miniature fireworks, you know?
Yeah. Figure for anybody that sees it, it's a fun little thing. Maybe something they can consider implementing in future ones, having a druid craft specialist or two just popping them off.
Wow, that's scary.
Yeah, that's maybe that's more for the
Telling you, this is treant sapling.
and I guess
How much is the bag of nuts again?
Depends on whether or not we're friends, Watts.
was that 1 copper?
5 copper.
5 copper.
Okay. I'll take a bag of nuts. They smell good.
All right, yeah. She hands you a greasy paper pouch filled with hot buttered nuts.
That's about proper like that's a good description, is all I'm saying.
I don't know if I'm feeling it or not, Tori.
All right. So the thing
You
that
wanna-
I'm-
Did you
I told you
the mushroom flesh?
I'm pretty sure, man,
Of course I
it
did.
won't work with you. I don't think it'll work for you. You're dead.
It does have an oddly like I don't have any other way to describe it, but purple flavor.
not great, but
No, purple. Yeah.
It tastes purple.
I don't know if that counts, man.
I will let the mycelia join my body.
Great.
I will evolve into a new creature.
I don't know that that's a good idea, but I'll be here with you, man. I'll
So,
sit here with you.
Are
It's
the shops here open? Or is that the only
Most of them are closed. The one at the far end over by the ride is, however, open.
The one that's peeking.
Yeah, exactly. The one that's peaking. That's funny.
so can make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom. I don't suppose I can use Druidcraft to make a mushroom spore or a mushroom start kind of producing spores. Can I?
No, different kind of.
So then I guess the other
Spell.
question, kind of looking around the area near them, does it look like there's spores that I'd be able to gather up?
They'd be the size of your hand, wafer thin. Glassine, you could look through them.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see any like obvious signs of sporage on the ground, and for what it's worth, the caps on these mushrooms don't look like they're open yet. So you feel like if you were to climb one of these mushrooms and break the veil beneath the cap, you might be able to get some spores there.
I'm not
Fucking
sure if they would
pedo.
appreciate that.
I am investigating the garden.
Well, worst case scenario, if we're gonna, break and enter a giant mushroom for some spores, we'll do it on the last day.
Yeah, so
I kinda
Yola,
like-
you don't go ahead.
I was gonna say I kind of like the idea of getting some like giant mushroom and giant flower seeds and stuff like that, so they can be
Right.
utilized in the future with some wild growth.
It amuses the hell out of me to like populate a whole side of a hill with mushrooms. But it also amuses the hell out of me that I could make some tea out of this and trip balls. I just haven't felt like we've been in a place where it would be cool for me to sit back and trip balls yet.
Well,
Would amuse the fuck out of me.
I'm like 9,000 experience and a king's crown stone sort of chunk of amber away from turning one of these things into a walking, talking version.
What would really amuse
Awaken.
is that all of these seeds and spores would just grow normal sized, plants out.
Yeah, regular plants.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
awaken my
Giant
mushroom
seed,
tip.
normal sized flower, just one.
Baby, you don't understand. My mushroom tip is awakened.
That would be so terrible. So yeah, the garden is mostly empty. The grass is nice, comfortable, the kind that you could take a nap in if it wasn't evening. It might be. I mean, it's not actually that cold. I was going to say it might be a little chilly, but it's not that bad actually. But yeah, the area is kind of dark. It's lit mostly from the lights outside and the like clouds of fireflies that meander their way through the garden. The mushrooms kind of sway a little bit in the wind, but the trees are absolutely like dancing to the music.
So, dancing along with the trees while I'm looking around. Are the fireflies gathering like Elden Ring style in any areas that I might want to walk over to? Maybe there are small things on the ground over there in the grass I can't see unless I'm like right over there.
Yeah, nope, nothing like that. In fact, the longer you look at them, you almost realize it's like they're flying from waypoint to waypoint on a circuit. Like they always seem to congregate in the same areas around the giant flowers and mushrooms
Right.
and stuff.
Maybe it's even fake.
Maybe there will be a party here later, but I feel like we're early. You said you wanted to go on the cart ride, Phelan?
In due time.
I saw you throwing some balls through some hoops.
Well, that one's kind of tricky. I'd imagine you're going to have to roll a crit or roll like some obscene superhuman dex score to get one through the hole. They might be just magically rigged.
Are the little covered wagons like carny homes, like the little places where they like their little tents or whatever where they live.
Which ones are you referring to?
Oh, I can't ping the map,
the
but
circle
I mean, like,
wagon.
the little carny wagons. Not this guy over
you mean
here.
the one by the Ferris wheel?
Well, no, I mean not this. I feel like this is some sort of attraction, but these other guys around it, the larger carny wheels, like
yeah, they are exactly what you think they are, as far as you could suss out. They look like it's where the crew of the carnival live.
Oh, god damn it! I closed my damn picture thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's where the carnies live. Okay, that makes sense to me.
Watson, you're already kind of little folk. Can you give us a perspective here in our conversation and perspective?
Just give me a minute. I'm doing business over here.
I don't know that I can fix that thing I did on the screen.
You say that of him, even though I'm literally up to your knees.
So what do you think?
Still think it's weird that I don't have degenerate legs.
What's the small person perspective
Of what? This place?
Yeah.
of life?
What was that?
Of life. This garden is supposed to bring about musings of the perspective of pixie life.
Yeah,
Of course.
I guess if I was a pixie, I would want to do things with stuff that's bigger than me, which I guess is the case here, because I want to do stuff with these things that are big.
Dirty.
Like that's like a shared kink amongst small people.
Can we just use moss as a tissue? He wants to do stuff with things that are bigger than him.
I know. That's what I'm asking. Is this like shared between like all small peoples? Or is there a line dwarves not share this? Or...
Well, I don't normally also see giant mushrooms and flowers, so I don't usually feel like, interfacing with them in that way.
What do you guys think the milfs on this plane think about the phrase "fuck like a rabbit"?
What?
You heard me.
It's only if they say like a harangon that it's going to be an issue.
It's in no context to the perspective the garden is supposed to bring about.
I don't know. I think if you look at the ADHD brain, that it actually is the exact same perspective.
Now,
because it's
if this is supposed to be about the pixie sort of experience,
right?
I'm going to attempt to use the wings, like to think real hard about flying with the wings. Do I get to take off? Do I get off the ground as if I was, trying to navigate this area as a pixie would? Or do they just stay still because they're just decor?
I'm just gonna snicker.
Let me see. Can I have a performance roll?
You ain't got no pixie dust.
The goblin at the entrance said we need faith, trust, and pixie dust.
He said that?
He said something about pixie dust. Maybe not the faith and trust.
Take its faith and trust. And just a little bit of dust.
So, you put your all into it, man. You think about it. You're like, you do the think happy thoughts thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it does feel like there's a lightness in your steps, but you do the jump, and you get a couple inches off the ground before gravity does its thing.
So that's another thing that's kind of impacting the experience of this little theme park segment, is that if it's supposed to be from the perspective of a small flying creature, you kind of got to be able to fly.
No, wait, I have an idea.
Oh,
I bet the park.
Come running and I'll give you a boost. I'll just throw you up into the air.
Park, yes. The park has an effect. I could throw you. And
think of the happiest thing It's the same as having wings.
Exactly.
Think of Christmas, think of snow, think of sunbeams, off you go, and some shit in the sky. You
pull
can
a
fly,
hand.
you can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
Yeah, you squat down or something, and like something just doesn't feel right.
I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna be singing this song because I was joking the whole time. So I'll run and take a running jump. And what should I roll?
Performance.
Oh, performance. Shit, dude. Think of the happiest thought.
You sing the whole song.
Any lovely little thought. Think of Christmas. Think of
Sadly,
snow. Not
you
enough.
do make it much higher off the ground than your smaller compatriot. But
Think of sleigh bells, motherfucker.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I'm a rabbit.
Don't cover the DM when you're talking.
No, I heard him.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, he said I got higher than the other dude, but that's probably because I got jumping legs because I'm a rabbi.
A rabbit. Rabbit.
Right. Oh, yes, right. Yes. I mean, sure.
That's that other thing that probably should have been made a plush toy the moment the game was made, but
What, a rabbi? Little
a rabbite. That's the little things, the default things from Secret of Mana.
I totally want to write a fucking like fantasy story now, like a graphic novel about the rabbit with the yarmulke that he's the rabbi. Yeah.
Oh, the rabbite. That rabbite.
Hey guys, it's that time on a Saturday.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure I just broke that link so it don't work, but yeah, it's because now that I don't know why that fucked that up, but we could try it again. Here. Boom. That should be the whole thing. Just like that. Why does it not do that? How weird how that it fucks that up. You should add the R there at the end and it will work. But you know what? Really, I'm not here shilling for myself. Not really. I'm here shilling for those that have gone to that website, the real website, not the broken one in the link, and given to me and Snipe Hunter over the years. Because y'all are dope and you should be recognized. And this is your recognition. Once weekly, where I tip my dope hat and I say, y'all are patrons of the arts, bona fide. And this one's for you. So cheers and thank you.
From the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. And be chuffed.
Cheers, everybody.
Chup.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Glory and good health.
All them things. Oh my God. Wow.
Cheers, guys. Keep up the work.
Yeah. Woo. Yumma, yumma. Even mixed with strawberry and banana, that was a base fucker.
So I'm gonna give you a little callback here that I've been sitting on. When I said the teapot and you said you're a teapot, I didn't want to talk over people, but the thing that popped in my head was, if you drink what's coming out of my spout and call it tea, that's your own business.
Hey, oh. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my... Oh, shit. I'm a sugar bowl. Sorry. That's my favorite version of that poem. Anyway.
Yep.
Thanks, everyone. Woo.
I guess it would be a sugar bowl. That's fine.
Yeah, you just do the same thing on both sides. You go, here is my handle, here is my... Oh, fuck. I'm a sugar bowl.
So, as we're sitting in here, there's lots of different mushrooms here, right?
There's a few, yeah.
There's two that I can see and a big red poppy.
This one tastes purple.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Really?
And there's a lot of, fireflies. It's daytime, though, so we don't see fireflies, right?
No,
it's
it's nighttime,
nighttime.
so you do
Oh,
see
okay. So we do see
I pull
fireflies.
out-
Fireflies, my friends.
My Magna Arcanica spell book. Do I see this mushroom in there?
Can you candy the mushroom?
Yeah. Do you want to make a let's make an Arcana check.
Rock
Or a
candy
nature
mushroom.
check? Actually, either of those will work.
Throw my hands up in.
Wow, man. Wow.
Wow.
Part of me
We're gonna
wanna
go with the
melt some
Arcana
dice.
roll.
Yeah, shit, dude. I can't even back you up on any of that.
Yeah. So, yeah, you absolutely do recognize not the purple mushroom, but the bright green mushroom. And what you know is that eating it is relatively safe. I say relatively because people who eat it are often known to be infected with gales of laughter for up to 10 minutes.
Nice. That sounds like the fun kind.
I am a sad and dark being.
Yeah, but you ate the purple mushroom.
Isn't that the mushroom he just tested?
No, he
Nope.
tested the green mushroom.
Oh, let me test the green mushroom.
You're just gonna go just munch.
But of course.
Like, are there just chunks
alright.
of it that are easy to pull off, or is this clearly like ruining the set piece?
You just slice it.
Yeah, I mean, he has, gouged a piece right out of the flesh, but it's a big mushroom. It's like tower cap sized.
And it bruises purple.
I suppose if we're going to be taking samples, we should maybe use the mage hand and take them a little like further up and on the
Judiciously, right?
Looking up as much.
I'm
not saying we shouldn't take some, but also like I was saying, maybe wait till a little bit later on.
I'm over here sitting here saying like, yeah, younger me would have eaten that shit, but I don't know. I'm older now, and I don't know that I want to be,
You died.
Bullshit. Older you would have eaten that shit too.
So,
Says you, my friend. Says you.
are you going to eat it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, it tastes it tastes it's hard to explain. Like it tastes like fake lime, but like undercut with menthol.
Soda like this once.
So like it's cool and citrusy at the same time,
Yeah, it was from one of those new age shops.
I really like this. If you could turn this into like a sports drink or something, Watson, that would be perfect.
And it does seem to like lighten your mood a little.
Nice.
Wait, did the purple one depress you?
No, the purple one just seemed to taste purple as far as he could tell.
Yeah.
The fact that it works on me is amazing.
Yeah, because he's
That is
dead.
a fair cop. Undead Spetsmanics.
Dead, undead,
Deathless, actually.
nice. I used to play
It is
baseball.
slightly
You know what?
different.
Never mind.
I have come to
Fair enough.
For instance, I do not want to eat your brain.
You said
No, that's what I was listening to is Undead,
the
not Zomboy.
trees you said were dancing to the music?
Yeah. Like early Disney cartoon style.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Max Fleischer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All they need are little faces.
I'm gonna ask one of the trees if it's having a good time.
They don't answer. They just continue their dance.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
The way to the big city.
I guess while I'm near it, I'm gonna try to like look real hard and try to, is it actually an illusory effect that I'm seeing and the trees aren't actually moving? Or are they actually really moving trees? That like it isn't fucking up their branches and bark and everything.
Gotcha. No, the way they move, I mean, it's very clearly a magical effect. You can't tell if they're illusory or not. Though, I mean, I would let you attempt a classic old school disbelieve. I guess that's a charisma saving throw.
Well, I guess since we're clear that
It's Wiz.
Yeah, I'll let me bring up the character sheet here.
Which I have none of.
Yeah.
That's on brand.
It's
Literally on the character sheet, my wisdom is my lowest stat. It's 11.
kind of trying to discern, is it illusion? Is it like enchantment? Is it, what is it? I could even see like a combination of like enchantment and abjuration to keep it, intact and everything.
Yeah, so you concentrate, you do your best to see through the illusion, and that doesn't seem to do anything to the trees. They're still bopping along. However, for a few seconds, as you make this effort, all of the fireflies just disappear.
What?
See,
Not to the rest of you, just to Phelan.
Yeah, of course, because he saw through the illusion. They're not real. They're a magical effect. What?
like it. They put a lot of care into this whole thing. Huh. Neat. All right. It's good to know. Good to know. I doubt they're gonna teach me any of these magics, and that's fine. But it's good to know a little bit more about what we're seeing here. On the way out, tell me a little about the shell fungus on the archway here.
Oh yeah, they're actually they're not real. They're flowers, but like they're a progression in scale from like small to very big at the top of the arch. But it's almost like, do you remember? Actually, I don't know if you ever went to Disneyland back then, but Disneyland used to have this ride where you would go through a microscope and become really, really small.
So good.
I vaguely remember. If not, I've probably seen a video of it or something.
The progression is reminiscent of that. So like you get the idea that it's an advertisement, that it's a garden that plays with scale.
It was gone before Verde was born.
I see.
Oh, it's not Honey, I Shrunk the Crowd.
Oh no, dude.
Nope, that's different. That's that one's in Orlando, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of a callback too.
And it's like a Captain EO replacement.
Yep.
I don't know.
And you have seen that, but no, we're talking about, what was it, like 3M or someone did it? Oh no, Monsanto maybe.
I think it was like Monsanto. I think you're totally right.
But you go backwards through a microscope. Yeah, I don't have time to look it up here, but
I can't remember what it was called now. But
everyone knows. All the hardcore old school Disney fuckers
used
are right
to be
now.
my favorite
Yeah,
Tomorrowland ride. Like
exactly. Well, it's where Star Tours used to be.
where Star Tours is now. You mean?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Is this the disembarking point, or is this where you start for this one? Is it in the middle, or is it on the end here?
It's both. So from the tunnel
Adventure through inner space.
There you go. So through the tunnel that you see, you could hear like screams and gills of laughter, and people come out of these, out of the tunnel in these mine carts. They disembark, new people climb on board, and then the mine cars continue around to the dragon's mouth, where they go into the dragon's mouth.
Whoa.
Yeah, propelled by magic, mine carts laden with fairgoers trundle into an opening carved like a dragon's mouth. The carts reappear moments later on the far side of the attraction, with the passengers expressing a mixture of bewilderment, fear, excitement, and laughter.
All right, I want to go on the roller coaster.
Yep, near the entrance, a male dwarf dressed like a wizard shouts, "Unlock the mysteries of your mind in the mystery mine." He has big bushy eyebrows and he wears a pointed hat, and he holds a large clockwork contraption shaped like a giant eye that he shakes at the crowd.
Hot. I'm going to hop right past all of my friends and be like, look. This is the one thing that looks interesting so far. I want to go on the roller coaster, bro.
Yeah, this does look good.
I got a ticket. Eye man. Little eye guy. What's up, little eye guy? I got a ticket.
We're all going. We're a group.
Yeah.
We get to see.
Oh, yeah. Group of four.
Yeah. He says, "I'm not a little eye guy. I am Zafixo the Great."
All right, on Zafixo.
Fantastic.
Zafixo the badassio. All right. Yeah, I'm Jory the pretty fucking rad. Give me here's my ticket, Mr. Man.
As you hand him the ticket, he says, "Look into the all-seeing eye," and he brandishes the clockwork device that he's holding.
I'll do it.
He says, "Look at it." All right. So I want you to do me a favor and send me a whisper, which you should be able to do.
A whisper.
In that whisper, please tell me the creature that the character fears the most in the D&D monster manual.
Is it? How do I do it? Slash? Do I do slash what? Or how do I whisper to you in the architecture? In the architecture within which we play, sir, you don't have a ticket up here. I can't highlight you like my friends. The DM is silent.
I think you can do /W space snipe hunter space message.
Let's see.
/W space capital G capital M space then the message.
Okay, /dub. You said.
No, /W space GM space message.
Well, bam! Yeah, okay. Monster that Jory Didlington fears the most in the. Oh man, really? It's gonna. You know what it's gonna be, because it's not Jory at all. It's me. It's the fucking. It's that. Because of course it is.
Sure.
Spookiest fucking and the goofiest. Well, yeah, in the running for the goofiest fucking campaign expansion there is. Though they came out of something else. It was like someone was like, let's give these really badass guys their own expansion. And they were like, yeah, but let's do it with this big red nose and these clown shoes.
Good.
And someone was like, are you just afraid of clowns? And they were like, yeah, isn't everybody? And like, no, that's kind of weird. I don't know why it's a cultural thing. Clowns are not, I mean, I read it. The spookiest part was when they do a train on the 12-year-old.
That's terrible.
Have you read it? I know you have. I know you have.
I'm saying you're not wrong. It's the true fucking horror in that story. It's just like, why did you even go there, dude?
Wow. This whole chapter and a half. What the? Wow. Can I rewrite this piece? I'll just take just these 30-odd pages. It's cool.
We can fucking therapist, Steve.
Right? They can bond in a whole other way. Check it out. Beverly makes a pipe out of a can.
Exactly.
The way she saw her abusive stepdaddy do it one time, and then they all smoked some weed out of the can that Bev made. Better. Instantly better. Come on. And then dude learns that his asthma is really, kind of psychosomatic because he smoked the weed, and now it's like dilating his bronchioles, and he's like, what sucks to your asthma? Like it all works out. It just, come on, it fixes the story. Can I get some consensus here?
Literally be better.
Oh, god damn it. It didn't get the message through.
Put that shit. We fixed your story, Steven. Love you.
I need specifics.
Okay.
I was going to say, wasn't mine good enough?
No, I mean, that was specific, yeah.
Okay.
I think he was referring to me because
you didn't pour over the monster manuals when you were a, young ostracized child like I did. I'm cool. Team Folio is the better one. Team Folio is better.
Actually, I couldn't afford them, A, and B, I didn't have a bookstore locally that could sell them, so
I suppose.
Whatever.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Watts.
Bastard.
Oh shit, man. Oh no. No. Not that bad.
You could get monster manuals and D&D books. I can't do that.
I traded a bunch of rando shit to some kid up the street who didn't know the value of this shit. I remember coming home with my fucking deities and demigods and my Fiend Folio and my fucking player's handbook and just being like, oh, because this dude traded me some shit. I don't even remember what it was. It was so like not at all relevant. Like, here, you can have those books. Yeah, just give me those books. Yes, thank you. I'm going to take those books. Thank you. That's third grade. Fourth grade. Third grade.
What? That is a real one, yes?
Close enough.
I pulled that from D&D Beyond.
That might just be from a book I don't have. Let me see. Yeah, it would appear that is from Oh wait, it looks like it might be a homebrew.
Maybe. But that would be like the embodiment of no.
The Driders.
Yeah, that'll work. All right, give me like 2 minutes while I go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
May everything come out okay.
5-minute break. Going in.
3 hours later.
You kids.
Is it
There's only supposed to be a
slash
3-hour
W
tour,
or
man.
whisper to
Slash
/W space cap G GM space your message.
Yep.
Jokes. These are the jokes. I'm making jokes, but I'm making them in whispers to the dungeon master so no one can see them. I mean, you
He's
can't.
gonna get so many whispers that he won't be able to actually get the joke.
All right, I'll be back in a second.
All right, I have returned.
Welcome back, sir.
Jory.
What? Oh, when I
yeah.
well, that's what would be going through my mind. Like if you think of this. Oh, it'd be that. It'd definitely be that. I mean, probably definitely. It'd be that unless it was. I mean, it could be that also. I mean, those are pretty grim. But I mean, then there's and then like I didn't get to the point where I was like, and then also there's that guy on the. There's that guy on the front of Fiend Folio. What is that guy? Oh, he's a shit. My brain is running away from me right now. No,
Right now will become a beastmaster.
nope, he's not. No, he's a
cooking ingredients.
he's like no, it's not a Githzerai. He's the other kind. He's a Gith Yankee. I'm like, wait, you're almost there. He is a Gith. He's not a Gith No, he's not a Githzerai. He's a Gith Yankee. But because when I was a kid, I went, this guy's badass. Look at him. He's like a mummy thing or something. He's really creepy. But no, go look up what a Gith Yankee is. Way creepier than a mummy. And not because they're spooky like it's a living dead thing. Spooky like it's a demon that is a warrior that has fought in every war since the beginning of time. That's like, you're not going to fight the Gith off. If the Gith came for you, you're done, dude. You're a prime. Burke.
I mean,
you're not
you
gonna
could be scared of their enemy, though. I mean, the
Fight good, Bert. Fight good.
lithids come and eat your brain.
Well, that's why, I think Illithids are spookier than Gith Yankee, but only because of the way they deal with you. Right? A Gith Yankee will just kill you. They don't really have a reason. I mean, if they're going to steal your soul, they're just going to take you with them, which is, okay, now that I contemplate that, really fucked up for a prime.
Yep.
Because that's I'm just gonna take you from your prime anchor into the plains, and if you escape me, which is unlikely, but if you do, you're still never gonna find your prime.
Not likely.
How many primes are there?
Yeah.
There might be someone in Sigil that could help you if you had something to pay them with, Burke. But remember, I'm dragging you here as my prisoner because I'm a Gith, which means I have some reason to keep you alive, or I would have already killed you. And I would have killed you in a way that you were like, shit, and you would hold up your sword on your prime plane, and my fucking Gith sword would have just cut right fucking through it, and you'd be a half a person.
Right, because it wasn't there.
Right. That's all I'm saying. They're demons. They're low-case demons, but they're demons.
They're powerful.
Theoretically, you could find your prime plane rather easily, but it would require someone to do a soul link.
No. If I take you beyond your prime, there are ways to find out where you came from, but they're tenuous. And
well, there's a really easy way to get back.
Yeah.
Somebody casts banishment on you.
Oh shit! Good call. Yeah, if somebody banished you, you would go home. Most likely, you would go home. Most likely.
Assuming that was possible from where the banishment was cast. Yeah.
Yeah, most likely. I would have to read that spell one more time, but I have characters that have it.
It returns you to your prime.
But it does pop you to your prime. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it does, is pop you to your prime. So I think that would be one of the best ways, is to get somebody to banish you. Wow, how funny. Now I want to write a short story about somebody in Sigil who's just like, fuck me, fuck, and somebody finally just gets sick of him in a bar. Because
it just annoys a wizard enough or whatever. Yeah.
Because banishment isn't low level, but it's not high level. I have banishment in the Redshift, right? Is it Redshift I have banishment in?
Yeah, and it's not a stringent casting cost. I think it's just like a VSM and maybe something that you don't expend.
Yeah, it's not super bad, but I have it, and it's mid level. It's not low level, but it's not high level either.
Now I have a question. If you cast that on Montlaran and it succeeded, would it send him back to his home plane?
Yeah, you know what? It probably would.
Theoretically, it would.
It's VSM and an item distasteful to the target.
Right. Yeah, something you don't like. Some piece of corruption or something. But I mean, in this world, who knows? But interesting. But yeah, I'm just thinking in a Realms game where you find yourself in Sigil accidentally, and you're like, "Fuck me, fuck my life. I'm a farmer," or whatever. Right? You didn't mean to be there. It was some total accident,
horrifying accident, right? Yeah.
Right, that dragged you there, and you're just like, and you don't even know you're there, right? And you're just at the bar or whatever. Like, this is the short story waiting to be written, where you just bug the dude until the guy finally turns at you because he's drunk and pissed off because you've been asking him questions. He's trying to be nice. He's trying to help you, and finally he realizes about that time. Wait a minute, I'm going to bed. I got nothing better to do. I'm going to bed. When I wake up tomorrow, rested, I have the spell back. So you know what? Fuck off, kid. So you have the whole experience of being in the bar for the night. It's like you could do an awesome fucking movie, right? A really kick-ass one-room play, right? Where the dude gets taken for whatever reason, manages to slip his captor or whatever brought him there, goes to the bar and is just sad. Just what the fuck do I do? I know enough about D&D, but I don't know enough about where I am or what's real, because they don't know Forgotten Realms, but they do know fantasy stuff, whatever. So they just go to the bar and they're drinking and they talk to the person next to them until they irritate them enough that they banish them and they go home and wake up in their bed. That's sick. That's a great story. Somebody write that, because if you don't, I won't say I will. I have to get more fucking executive function. But if I had executive function, motherfuckers, I'd be writing that.
Actually,
it's.
Go ahead.
I was going to say it's 1:30 in the morning for me. So,
yep.
As much as I would like to continue, I think this is where I'm going to call a stop.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's
right. It makes sense.
Good point. We're gonna pick up at when we continue.
We were all about to get on the ride, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The mystery
Through
mod.
our first training montage.
And I feel like maybe I did take helm there when you all were talking over there in the meditation grove, and I was like, wait a minute, what? This is a roller coaster? Fuck it, we're getting on this.
And then what was the flower that I got? I want to put that in my inventory so I don't forget.
Dandelion.
Dandelion.
It's a wish. Like, I made the connection privately and didn't mention it, but when you pick a dandelion, at least where I grew up, when they turn into a puffball, so they're yellow, and then when they're done being yellow, they turn into a puffball. When you pick the puffball, you make a wish, and you blow very hard, and if you blow all the seeds off, your wish is said to come true. And if you want to extend the myth, it's because the little motes carry your wish on to whatever the grantor of the wishes is.
I see.
Does that follow? Is that the urban myth?
That sounds about
Indeed.
right. Is it in the poofy state right now or no?
It is in the poofy state right now.
So it is a wish. That's what we used to call them when we were kids. Oh, it's a wish. And if you didn't, well, shh. Here's some magic for your life.
Okay.
Courtesy of the Dope Crew. So yeah. Oh, what is that, Alexa?
This is go to bed.
She says go to bed.
Well then, I suppose that
This
would
is a
be...
reminder. Go to bed.
You've got two devices that get hit with it.
No, it's the same one. She just has two reminders that pile up so that I make sure that if I shut one up, the second one still handles.
It's fun.
Love my Damon.
Well, all right. With that, then, I think I'm going to shut down the stream on my side. Thanks, everybody, for watching and watching.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everyone, over on your stream. I'm going to run the credits over here. Thanks, GM, for playing. Always appreciated. Mucho apreciado por los juegos. That was actually... Wow, I love it when I do that right. All right, here we go.
Everybody.
Gonna get them credits.